am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Fossil Cosplay, and today we are back again to guys with Steins 0, episode 5.
Last episode, what happened?
Well, we kinda learned that the girl with Suzu was technically Mayuri's adoptive daughter.
The one that looks like Makise, like so much that it's like it feels like it could be a coincidence, but we feel like it's not.
We got crazy theory about it, so
yeah. In any case, we now know that she went back in time with Suzu and she got lost somewhere. Now she's about the same age. So how old is she? Like 22?
22, yeah.
Something like that. So, and Suzu has been looking for her all this time. So now Okarin and Daru are helping her. Even AI Makise is trying to look for her, and they called for Moeka to give a hand. Well, Daru called for Moeka because Okarin didn't know about this.
Is it a good or bad thing?
He's going down, like he's already having PTSD just looking at her, so I don't know, but she's also linked to Maho somehow, so we don't know, and she knows Daru somehow in this timeline, so we need to figure out where she stands in this new reality, because what we remember of her was from the other timeline.
Please be on our line. Please be on our line.
That would be kind of nice.
That would be nice.
Yeah, so without further ado, let's jump in this episode and see what's in store for our characters.
Let's see more craziness, guys.
Let's go. I like that they didn't stretch this out, because I hate when we know, like, well, I mean, it's right there in front of your eyes, and they keep that mystery a mystery for so many episodes. I love that they're moving forward.
I can't wait to learn where does she come from, beside the future.
What she is, yeah.
What she is.
Because I mean, it's
she's not Makise. Their voices are different, so she's not a clone of Makise. That's for sure.
But she could be like a sister, a twin.
I'm pretty sure that they are related in some way.
No, she's not a twin because she was younger in the future, of course, but like she could be her dad's daughter, you know, Makise's dad's other daughter. I don't know. But then she wouldn't look like her like so much, but I don't know, like in this world it's an anime. We can do whatever we want in an anime, you know? People look like each other all the time in movies and stuff, so there you go.
Yeah, but there's something there that why she looks so much like Makise.
I mean, her voice is different, but not that much. Like, maybe the theory we had that they tried to, you know, have another Makise because problems in the future are a thing, and s.e.r.n needs someone with the intellect of Makise to solve these problems, and they don't have Makise anymore, so they created another one. And she got saved. I don't know.
But the thing is, technically, they could just try to solve Amadeus because Amadeus got.
They don't have. Maybe they don't have Amadeus in the future. Maybe it has nothing. I mean, we don't know because it depends. We know we saw a guy with Okarin in the future that reminded us of the professor. So if he is, and I mean, we thought it was s.e.r.n. So I mean, if he is with s.e.r.n in the future, there's a. I mean, they do have Amadeus, so it's a thing. I don't know, and at the same time, Amadeus is just a thing that can use memories that already exist. I don't think it can, you know, go beyond that.
Maybe.
Whereas the human mind, yeah, I don't know. It depends. Like, there's so many mysteries. There's so many things we don't know yet. And now we have the clue that other people were looking for her. What's her name?
Kagari.
Kagari? Okay, the other people were looking for her, including one foreigner. It could be a lot of people, because first of all, like, we know Makise's dad went to Russia. Lots of foreigners there. So we went to Russia to work with s.e.r.n eventually.
Yeah, Makise's dad.
s.e.r.n is not Japanese per se, was it? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
In any case, like, it could be anyone, but I think the fact that we brought in, there was a foreigner in this group of men looking for her, I'm like, well, the professor is awfully suspicious when it comes to that. And he's linked to Maho, you know, and he knew she was going to Akihabara earlier in the episode, and that's when the strange man appeared and stalked her.
But why would he send someone to stalk her and see what's going on?
It's not, I don't know, maybe he didn't send anyone, but just the fact that he knew is suspicious. I don't know, like, we don't know who was that man.
Still, for now.
I think the reason why someone was stalking her is because she works with, well, she used to work with Makise. She knows about these things. She's good at this, and she works with the professor. So that could be why the guy is looking for her. But that's dangerous. That's ominous. And in this show, they're not above killing someone. So hopefully she's being careful in the future. But it could happen again. The professor. I mean, I love him. I think he's funny. I love whenever he's on screen and brings his accent and stuff. But at the same time, like, there's a lot of stuff that seems fishy when it comes to him. So I don't know if I can trust him. The other one that we want to trust right now is Moeka, which in this timeline we don't know. Like, Okarin is saying that she didn't try and she will not try to kill Mayuri, which is a thing.
We don't know where she stands, but we know that in the other timeline, the Alpha line, basically, when Okarin tried to help her for the last time, she went willingly and she did help them.
Oh, she has a good heart. Like, at the end of the day, we can, I mean, if they not manipulate her, but if they bring her where she wants to be, which is surrounded by people that care and stuff, she can be on their side. And the Okarin of the good timeline, the one that finally saves Makise in the first season, also gives her a lab member badge. So we trust her in the end, he's okay with this. Of course, he is not plagued by all the trauma and stuff that this Okarin is going through.
No.
But, so, I mean, I guess that since it didn't work, everything is brought back, everything makes him suffer, everything brings back the trauma. So he's not willing to trust her, and he's not comfortable with her, and I understand. But at the same time, like, there so many things could have changed from the first timeline to this timeline, or the second timeline to this first timeline, depending on how you look at the show. In any case, I think it's not a coincidence that they showed us Moeka and then they kept showing us Brown in the background because he's FB. So, that's not a coincidence that when she got out of the lab, we kept seeing Brown laughing with his daughter. She doesn't know that that's FB, but it could still be FB because, I mean, Makise's death did not change that, He could still, he's been working as FB since he was really young, if I remember. Like, it happened in his youth. So he could still be linked to all of this, but now there's no reason for him to do anything with Moeka.
Unless he thinks that since Moeka is at the lab, they're doing something fishy.
But did he look at her, though? Because I kept trying to see if he, that would confirm my suspicions if he looked at her. But
he saw her going to the lab, so kind of, yeah.
In any case, there's a lot of people involved right now that, I mean, that's the thing it's kind of terrifying because if not doing anything linked to time travel would basically save them from s.e.r.n. And since s.e.r.n. already has the research, they're doing their thing, so, I mean, they're not concerned by the lab.
They're not concerned.
That was not a pun. They're not, looking at them at all, but whatever happens in this season, if Okabe does something that plays with time, if he tries to do something like he did in the first season, that's all it would take for them to, focus on them and be like, oh shit, you're a threat, so let's take care of you again.
Let's not forget also that no matter what he's doing, right now, they're all going towards World War III.
A lot of stuff is happening in the background. Like, they showed us a few things that they don't pay attention to, but we're like, fuck! But, I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe Moeka is completely different in this timeline. Like, first of all, her attitude and her personality seemed more open in this episode than in the first season altogether. So she was more, she wasn't using her phone as much. She wasn't on her phone as much. She wasn't, talking through it all the time. She seemed normal.
Maybe that's because she doesn't have to stay on her guard with them. Because maybe one of the reasons why she wasn't talking to them is because she only trusted FB to talk to, and she didn't want to connect with them. But since maybe that's not the case, she can just talk to them normally.
Because, I mean, it all depends. If she is connected to FB, then she's just acting differently, and this time around, that's all, and she's still dangerous. But if something changed, and that, the thing is, she went to that roof, she tried to kill herself, and that's when FB connected with her, and stop this from happening. We don't really know when in the timeline she tries to kill herself. Like, was it before the change of the timeline? Was it after? If Makise dies and they don't, focus on the time travel, is that why Daru meets her somehow? Because he's, focusing on his hacking stuff. There's so many variants. There are so many possibilities. But that's why we want to trust her because we know she has that good in her. But at the same time, she could still be, a threat if they start messing around with time travel. So careful, guys. But we will learn. I mean, hopefully Suzu is going to say some stuff about this girl, and we will learn a few things. But at the very least, Mayuri might learn that she has a daughter in the future. And we want to figure out why she looks so much like Makise. So, yeah, that was a good episode. I'm really excited for the next one, and I want to sing the opening. So we will bring in the lyrics.
Like bigger film, guys. All right.
So thank you guys so much for watching this with us. If you want to see the next episode right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out right now. The link is in the description.
And if you don't, you can wait for the next one to be out on YouTube, which will be next week, possibly. So we're gonna see you then, guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.